Distinguished Senator Ned Nwoko, even though you have turned off your tag setting that nobody can tag you on social media, I know that you will still get to see this video. And I know that you have also seen the message that I dropped specifically in your Instagram DM. Good morning, sir. My name is Sideta. I'm not here to educate you on how to raise your family. I'm not here to teach you on how to win your wife back. No, that's not what I'm here to do. I am here to talk to you because this is the only avenue I have to talk to you. I'm here to talk to you and ask you to look inwardly concerning Regina's family. Sir, when issues arise in a home, when there's trouble, when there's turmoil, when there's problem, right? Family will always stand up for each other. It is normal. It is normal. Let's take, for example, something happens in your family with your brothers or your sisters or your relative. Are you not going to stand up for your family? You definitely will, sir. That is what Sammy did. And that is what every member of their family have done. I want to ask you a question. If your child or any of your children, any of your numerous children, were to get upset and destroy your property and say, something that upsets you on the social media space, would you treat them exactly the way you're treating Sammy, Regina's brother? You know you will not, sir. No, you know you will not. You know why? Because that is your child. That is your blood. But let me also remind you that when a man decides to go into a family and marry off a woman, he has decided to take the responsibility of that family upon himself, sir. Yes, he has decided that he's going to guide, protect, provide, and make sure that the family is safe. Now, my question is, in this case, is that what you're doing to Regina's family? No, that is not. It doesn't look like it. I mean, we wake up every day, we read the news since the inception of this problem. Like I said, I'm not here to meddle into your private family affairs. No. Because you know how you started with Regina. You know how you spoke to her. You know how you convinced her to marry you. Like Regina said, she married you regardless of what every other person said to her. Regardless of what every other person thought of her, she decided that she was going to spend the rest of her life with you. So that's an issue for both of you to deal with, because not only husband really know wetin dey pain in wife, and not only the wife really know wetin dey pain the husband. It is both of them. Even if you guys decide to lie to the whole world, both of you cannot lie to yourselves about the things that is tearing you apart, the things that are tearing you both apart. So I'm not even going to meddle into that, all right? Even though marriage is not by force, we all know that. Yes, marriage is not by force. If it's not working, then you step out and do better. Now, there are two things that happen when people separate. Is either you go your separate ways to mend things and, study, get counseling, do therapy, and if you guys decide to come back together, that's your business. That's not mine. But they say when two elephants are fighting, it is the ground that suffers. Senator Ned, do you really think that Regina's family should suffer the wrath of what you and your wife, the issues that you and your wife are having now? It would be very unfair for you to think that, sir. It would be very unfair for you to want to lash out your anger, for you to want to lash out your anger on her family. You can lash out your anger on her now. She's your wife, Abby. You guys decided to come together and have a family, and she's given you beautiful children. Sir, if nobody has begged you, I, Sideta, am begging you. I know that Sammy has said some things that have bruised your ego. Regina, your wife, have said some things that have bruised your ego. But if we have to be very honest, have you not said things to Regina that have affected her, that have hurt her as a person? You have, even though you didn't do it in public, even though you must not have done it in public. But there's no way a husband and wife can stay together and not have differences. Remember, both of you are from two different backgrounds. It is very Rare. In fact, it's impossible for two people from two different backgrounds and two upbringings to come together in holy matrimony, and not have issues. It is normal. Issues are normal in marriage. But what I'm asking you, would you treat your own children the same way that you're treating Sammy? If you know you will not, please let that boy go. I saw a picture of him in court. And my question is why? When Regina married you, the world mocked her. You saw it, sir. They mocked her. They ridiculed her. Why would she marry you? Why would she marry a man like you? Now, the world is mocking Regina and her family again. I'm trying as much as I can to be very respectful and subtle because there's rage inside my heart. I am pained by what this family is going through. I'm not pained that you guys have your issues and differences. You would always sort that out. Whether you guys come back, you don't come back, that's yours to handle. But I'm pained that her family would have to suffer the wrath of what you guys are going through right now. Okay, let's assume that you're not the one responsible for the arrest and persecution of Sammy. Would you sit down, sir, as a husband, because you are still her husband, regardless of what anybody says, regardless of what she says, you are still her husband, sir? Would you sit down and fold your arms and watch that young man go through what he's going through just because you're upset with your wife, just because your wife will definitely upset you. You see, women, we are built to upset you, men. She will upset you. She would say terrible things to you. She might say horrible things to you, but you are her husband. Only you know how to calm your wife down, sir. Only you know how to bring your wife back to her senses. Only you know how to bring your wife back to her place, to realize that she is your wife. Because you must have also said, in the course of arguments and problems, and she said you've said a lot of things about her too. But that aside, sir, the world have mocked Regina's family enough. The world have mocked Rita Daniels enough. They called her all sorts of names. Why would she give her daughter to a man like you? Do you want her to regret? Why do you want her to regret giving Regina to you in marriage? Why? You are an elderly man, and we expect that you would use the best wisdom in handling situations like this. Okay, let's assume you're not the one responsible for this arrest and persecution and the torture they've given to that young man. Will you sit down and watch them suffer just because you're upset with your wife? Just because your wife have said, some things out of anger and all of that. No, that's not the right thing to do, sir. You see all those things she said? Your little girl, she's going to fight you. She will not fight you, sir. Do you know why she will not fight you? She's the mother of 2 soldiers for you. She gave birth to 2 boys for you, sir. 2 children. There's no way she's not going to fight you because she's weak. No. But she's not going to fight you because you're the father of her children. Because she has your legacy to protect. She has the legacy of her children's father to protect, sir. There's no way Regina is going to fight you. Except her children's lives are in danger. So people say things when they're upset. People say things when they're angry. Just like you say things, you may likely have said things in your angry state when you were upset and all of that. I am begging you, as a mother, I am begging you, sir. Please, step into this case and let Sammy go. Make that call. Send that message. Push that button and let that boy go. If you're trying to teach them a lesson, they've learned the lesson enough. Yes, they have. But do not let Regina regret spending the rest of her life with you. Do not let her regret why she decided to marry you. The world have mocked them enough. It's okay, sir. Sheath your sword. Please step into these shoes and help this family because you're their in-law. It means that an in-law cannot kill an in-law. Distinguished Senator, like I said, my name is Sideta Savior, and I'm begging you to please step into the shoes of a brother-in-law, of a father, of a friend, and a lover to Regina, and help this family sort this issue out. And as for your family issues, please bring your family close and get this off social media, because there's nothing the internet has to offer. There's nothing. I'm afraid there's nothing than ridicule. They will mock her the more. Thank you very much for listening to me, and I know that you're going to put this into consideration. Thank you.